Hello and welcome to part 2 of my playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance. If you haven't seen part 1, I'd recommend you go and see it, just so you caught up with the story, unless you watch someone else's. But then if you watch someone else's, why are you watching mine? Anyway, if you can remember, we're on the run from an evil, bald Hungarian man with a moustache. Well, you wouldn't think the town was under attack from here, would you? Doesn't look like it anyway. Except the dead bodies. But if you ignore them, then it doesn't look like it's under attack. Oh, I don't know what that said. I'll save you. Well, that didn't work like I expected. I'm not really sure what I expected. Mounted. Run! Oh, hold double tap B. Right. Well, that went better than I thought it would, punching a man in the back of the head. Oh. Okay, now we're getting chased. Should be fun. When it loads. Oh. Yep, there's still 5 hours right behind me. Ah! Yep, they're definitely still shooting us behind me.
Left. Almo gets to the left, along the stream.
Left. Oh, left. That left. Sorry, guys, I can't tell my left from my right. Oh.
Run for it!
Yeah, I'd run faster than that. Yes, we're running to go and warn the Lord, if you didn't see episode 1. Of the nearest castle, or nearby castle.
They tore at Scarlet!
I think he's dead. Oh wait, I wonder what happened to that Lord, Sir Istvan. Has he literally just left town? Unless he's a spy, but I doubt it. Well, I hope he made it anyway. Oh. Go faster. Oh shit, we're getting shot at again.
Flee!
Sacrifice yourselves for me! Let me escape. Wait, we might be losing down here. Oh no, I think they're right behind us still.
Warn the others! They tore at Scarlet!
Oh, horse didn't like that. What's wrong with you? Oh, it's tired, I see. Right. Well, I think that worked. We hadn't got shot there. Ooh, I think we made it.
Oh my God! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Help! Scarlet's been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Oh, he's got a nice helmet.
They're turning tail!
They're a bit relaxed for a man with an arrow stuck through his leg riding in.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know.
Turkic, I guess.
I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Well, that guy's face said it all.
Easy.
A souvenir.
All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Oh, I thought that was original Henry in the background. It's not. Making a cameo or something.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir.
I knew it'd be after the silver. I knew that would be bad
attacks.
luck. I said that last
They can't
episode.
hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
I think they're brothers. They look like brothers. Oh, we discovered our bed apparently. It's better than the bench at the other house there. Well, this is fun, isn't it? Oh, hello. Can I get past? Thank you. That was so random. So, Robert.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Oh, okay, that's different.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the
I
countryside.
hear you
to make
came from
horseshoes.
Scarlet's today. It must have been terrible there.
I can't understand why.
How
I've
did
got
it
too many
happen?
conversations going on.
I'm sure.
Um,
You had to find her.
it was awful. Well, they burnt the village down.
It seemed like any other day. And then I saw thick smoke rising above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
Wow, I'm really helping keep this woman calm, aren't I? Definitely with
They
that
began
saying as well.
murdering. They cut down anyone who didn't flee to the castle and destroyed everything in their path. Terrible cries of the wounded and the dying. I'll never forget it. It was only by some miracle I managed to take one of their horses and ride here.
How terrible. All the saints in heaven must have been watching over you to keep you alive. But you're safe here now.
She is going to be having nightmares for weeks.
God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Oh, we are hungry apparently.
Must
I'm not going to shut up about it either.
eat.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
A proper little
And a
feast.
little wine to wash it
Family
down.
murder isn't that bad
Thank
after
you,
all.
my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Well, he doesn't seem to like me much, so I'd rather not piss him off even more. Objective. Eat. Oh. That's mine, by the way, you're not stealing it. Oh, we can actually get more. I thought this would be stealing or something. Wait, did she just change? Oh no, it must be the other woman who just came in. Just gonna call Bozhena out for witchcraft there. Oh. Let's go out here and eat then, I guess. Oh, no. I'll just stand up and eat then. What else did we get there? Lots of duck, apparently. Right. Objective complete. Thank you, Bojana. And now where are we going? To A. Should I assume it's over here somewhere? Are you A? No, apparently not. Oh, I'm falling asleep as I walk. In here? Yeah, A. Sit. Oh, she's off. Oh, who the fuck is this visiting me in the middle of the night? Well.
Please,
Hello?
tell me what happened in Scarlet. I have kin there.
Oh, I will tell you. This is a bit close to my
What is
liking.
it?
Well. Oh, repeat the same conversation. We'll go with that one instead.
Sigismund's army appeared out of nowhere. There were so many of them, not just infantry, but cavalry, too. Those foreign mercenaries with their strange helmets and the souls of beasts.
Heavens above.
Well, I didn't make it inside the castle, as you can probably tell.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw Father trying to save Mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
That's horrible. You were very fortunate to survive. And God bless you for warning us. I'll pray for you, lad.
Well, we didn't tell him about his family, whether they survived or not. That said, I probably didn't even know who his family were. Are we going to get interrupted again? Oh. We'll sleep then. Well, till the morning, I guess. Oh. Someone is interrupting us again.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I.
Oh, it's Lady Stephanie.
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady... No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you.
Just a chat.
But I want you
That
to feel
escalated
at
quick.
home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it. if you feel like it.
Right, explain everything again, for the third time. A load screen, I bet. Yep. Right, story time, I guess.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
That will
I
dissuade
went to the
her.
tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. I'd been secretly learning sword fighting and hiding it from my parents. So when we assembled the sword, I tried a few moves with it.
I embarrassed myself.
There's a big difference between a wooden sword and a real one. Maybe if I hadn't taken that sword in my hand, I wouldn't be here today.
You're full of surprises.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon,
got the sword
ready
sticking
to
the
attack
dead,
the town.
apparently. I saw smoke on the horizon.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Oh shit, they killed... Oh god, they killed everyone.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Yeah, they were raiding
I wasn't
the town.
safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was
Well, it was
Teresa.
Teresa, I thought it was.
She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
That's one way of putting
I
it.
had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were
That
better
didn't
armed,
come in handy. We
I had
punched
to
them in the
try
back
and
of the
save
head.
her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That ended abruptly. Oh.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride.
I was going to say
You must
capitalism.
not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the
Is he alive?
horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot.
He's her wife. Husband.
Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
No, she'd make something like that up.
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
And she wants a baby.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Thank you.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry.
Me too.
Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
I think there's going to be a lot of thinking about each other after that scene. Yay, a nightmare.
People! Come on! Come on! Running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Henry, wake up.
Oh.
You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Great, we've been invaded. Twice in one day, how lucky are we? Right. Does that man just wander around in his armor all day? Oh, close the door behind him. Where am I? I don't know where I am. Oh. Where am I going? Out here? No? Are we going out here? Oh.
Foreign mercenaries. They don't know this country like we do. We could hide out somewhere until it blows over.
Maybe. Only all they have to do is lean on some Skalitz serf and he'll happily tell them everything.
True.
I didn't think of that.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for one, then right here behind solid walls is it.
True enough.
Right. Probably shouldn't have been wasting time. I'm not saying anything.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare
Oh,
for the worst.
we're still naked.
But don't be daunted by their numbers.
That's better. This can actually look appropriate. Oh, Todd here.
Hey.
Alright.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune.
So he attacked us because of the silver.
We'll find out when
to
they
pay
get
the
there,
mercenaries.
won't we?
Aye, we will.
Probably.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir
How the heck did they get out?
What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather
Those
was
are
a
very
wise man.
particular words.
Your messenger told us what
You
happened.
have to be in very
Messenger?
few
The lad you
situations
sent
for that
to
to be
warn us.
valid.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Stealing all the glory. I was a
Brave young
hero there
man.
for a minute.
But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people.
Oh wait, is that Kanesh?
If Sigismund should
I
come,
thought he died.
better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I am. Do you want me to come
I'm
down?
here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
Yes.
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you
Oh.
mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll
That's a good
join
enough
you
reason.
once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet!
Oh, he's pissed.
I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell,
Oh,
friend.
does he not want his sword?
And good fortune. Give my regards to
I
Sir
could just
Hanush.
throw it down to him
I
if he doesn't
will.
want me to come with
And
him.
good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Yeah, apparently he doesn't want a sword. If Kanesh is alive, I wonder who else made it out.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything
How's he
to
doing
me
they've
at
fled
once.
already?
Understood?
They never said he knew.
Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch at the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Well, you better not forget about me, because I do not have a clue what I'm doing. Oh, keep watch, right. What am I watching for? See if we can see the road better up here. Ooh. Nope, apparently not. Apparently I can't see anything. Hello. Right, well, I do not know what I'm doing. Do we actually just have to stand here and wait? Oh. Someone's shown up.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
He noticed.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Is it slacking off though? We were just told not to slack off. Oh.
Good day to you.
That is not your voice.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord.
Very sus.
I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've made a friend. What about you?
God be with you.
Oh my god, he sounds so old.
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But
And
that's
it's ended
just
already.
it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
Right. So wait, how do I wait back? Ugh. Tired. I'm not sure why I'm tired. Oh. Well, that doesn't sound good. Oh, no. I thought there'd be... relevant conversation. Let's go.
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
What's happening?
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Hey! What? Jesus, look where you're going.
I am. You ran in front of me. Well, this doesn't look good. Nope. It does not look good.
Jesus. We're gonna hit the blood scallops.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his
Oh,
cause.
he's the guy who sold Luxembourg that the guys were arguing about in the
You may be in for a surprise.
pub earlier.
I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot.
We
don't want to end up like them.
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of
Well, he
Hungary
looks
and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival.
I thought we were in Prague.
To what
for a minute. I
then
was
do
gonna
we
say it's
owe
tiny.
the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratsik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection
after silver.
against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less.
He's definitely
Or
not
do you
going
take
to
the view that
Rattay.
my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratsik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
He did not
Those
seem
who
to
have
believe us,
clean
in my
consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye. He totally recognized us. Yay.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
My yay was kind of half-assed compared to theirs. There's that guard we're friends with behind us. I say friends with, we had one conversation. He's gonna look back, I can tell. Generic evil look back. I knew it. He recognised us. Sir Markvart von Aulitz. Talk to Silverbard. Get a horse. Bury your loved ones.
My respects to you.
Look, we just stopped everyone walking off, apparently. Where
did
humans
these
from?
humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
When did we mention Kuttenberg?
Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
He's got his fingers in so many pies.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
For money. Everyone does things for money.
So he could loot it?
Correct.
To hire humans.
King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Right.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come
For the
here
gold.
too?
For silver.
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Don't threaten him, you knob. Tug on his heartstrings.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want?
They're all just awkwardly stood around. Right. Well, he's not going to help us. What about our friend, him?
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Next we need to drive him and his war whores out of Bohemia for good.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook.
Hungary,
She's
like the
good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin.
Bojena.
For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
Right. Oh, there's the other guy we spoke to. Hello, chickens. I'm probably not meant to be in here. Yeah, definitely not meant to be in here. Oh. Hello. Well, this is exciting.
Good day to you. What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck.
Well, that's awkward.
I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful, unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to
like
next.
Angela Merkel. Whoops.
By tomorrow morning, all our heads will be on spikes.
Them with the strange clothes and iron marks on their faces.
I hear that's what them foreign soldiers do, and worse.
They do nothing of the sort.
They're prisoners and make broth
You hear
from
that
corpses. Vilma heard the guards on watch talking about it.
Nobody's going to attack us.
What the
Never
hell?
mind foreign soldiers.
What? Well, I'm not sure they want that, but it's dramatic.
Mary, mother of
And we
God,
can always
preserve
come and
us.
take shelter here at the castle. Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma says. Stop working yourself. Everything's fine, and that's how it'll stay.
Aye, but
No buts. Everything will be all right. Got it?
I suppose.
Let's terrify her with a story of where I came from. No, we can't.
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake. That army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs.
Yep. Pretty much.
That'd be a shame. Fine trees like that.
Aye, but better to save a few if I can than risk them all dying.
True enough.
Well, that conversation
much
is completely off topic.
If it does snow, I'll just drag the sledge out of the barn.
You're just mocking me now.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Well,
it's all the same to me who sits on the throne.
Am I the one
As long
causing
as
all
there's
these
law and
friggin'
order.
people shouting in the background or someone else?
Scallops Woods.
Is that the man next to the granary? Yes, that is, I think. Well, it looks like he's eaten. How's it look like he's not eaten?
Good day to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
I think I have money, I'm not sure. Oh, what would we buy? Ooh, a treasure map. For 120 gold. Well, I'm not buying that anytime soon. Oh, I don't think we need anything. I have to find a way out. Well, that looks like a way out. If he doesn't spot me. A horse. Can we take any horse? No, there are no options to take horses. Oh, there's that one. Oh, steel. Nope. Looks like we're just gonna creep out in front of this guy. Well, he knows us, he's our friend, he won't snitch. I'll shave his eyebrows off. Oh shit, he looked right at me as I did that. Great, he did snitch on us. And who said I was a prisoner? We're stuck in a bush. Fuck, I just whistled. Fuck. Right. Oh. Sneaking. Sneaking. Oh no. He is so gonna spot me. I'm heading in the wrong direction. I'm gonna be heading over there. Don't mind me. The heck was that? A pig? Oh, a piggy. Oh my god. I saw. Run. I'd be surprised if he didn't see me, to be honest. You got me pretty broken not to. Run, run, run. Where am I running to? When do we go over here? Get out! What is happening? Oh my god, I'm dead. Oh well, he's not here. At least he didn't follow me that far. Don't mind me.
Hey!
What? Today. Well, I think we made it out. Consolation cross, or what? Rose Benjamin. Let's follow the road then. This is the road we came on. Oh, we better have to run all the way back. I think I might just cut across that hill. Climb out. Yeah, we're not getting followed, I don't think. We made it! We're free! Follow the path. Oh, dog. Ah, it does look like we're actually going to have to run all the way. Mehoj Edwards. Oh, no, we forgot to get a horse. Oh, I think it's... Did we fail? Oh, no, we completed it. Alright. Okay, so that's the end of episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be releasing episode 3 at some point as well this week. Because it's going to be Monday by the time this one gets out. So yeah, I noticed the sound is a bit awful in this. But I've already filmed episode 3. So I'll hopefully fix that by episode 4. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.